Hello friend, welcome to my channel. Most men think a hug is just arms around shoulders. They're wrong. A hug is an opportunity to create an addiction. Not to you, but to the feeling you give her when she's in your arms. Tonight, I'm going to teach you how to turn a simple embrace into an unforgettable sensory experience that will haunt her thoughts and leave her craving more of your touch. This isn't about technique. This is about creating a moment so intensely connected, so perfectly attuned to her needs that every other man's embrace will feel hollow in comparison. Oh, and before we continue, I've got something special for you. A free ebook, the Female Mind Control Handbook. It reveals the hidden secrets to making any woman crave you. Grab it now. Link in the description or pinned comment. Are you ready to become unforgettable? The Anticipation Architect. The power of an unforgettable hug begins before your arms ever touch her body. It starts in that electric moment when you both know it's coming. When the evening is ending, when you're saying goodbye. When the space between you becomes charged with possibility. Most men rush this moment. They see the hug coming and immediately move forward. Arms already extending, treating it like a social obligation to get through quickly. But you're going to become a master of anticipation. When you sense that hug approaching, slow everything down. Let your eyes find hers and hold that gaze for just a beat longer than comfortable. Let her see the intent in your expression. Not predatory, but purposeful. You're not just going through the motions. This moment matters to you. Take one step closer, but pause. Let the air between you thicken with expectation. Watch how her breathing changes, how her pupils dilate slightly, how her body unconsciously prepares for your touch. She's already responding to you and you haven't even embraced her yet. This pause, this deliberate moment of anticipation, it's where the magic begins. Because when you finally do pull her into your arms, it won't feel random or casual. It will feel inevitable, desired, necessary. The anticipation you build in these precious seconds before contact will amplify every sensation that follows. Her nervous system will be heightened, alert, ready to absorb every detail of how you make her feel. Remember, anticipation is the aphrodisiac of touch. Build it, the shelter, deliberately, and she'll melt into your embrace before it even begins. The shelter, embrace. When your arms finally encircle her, you're not just hugging her. You're creating a sanctuary, a place where she can let down every guard, release every tension, and simply exist in the safety of your strength. This isn't about showing off your muscles or demonstrating your power. This is about becoming her refuge. The moment your arms wrap around her, let them settle with intention. Don't squeeze immediately. Let her feel the gradual increase of pressure as you draw her closer. Your embrace should feel like coming home after a long, difficult journey. Pay attention to how she fits against you. Every woman's body is different, and the way you hold her should honor those differences. If she's petite, don't engulf her. Cradle her. If she's tall, don't make her bend to accommodate you. Rise to meet her. Your chest becomes her resting place. Let her feel the steady rhythm of your heartbeat against her. This primal sound, this proof of your life force will unconsciously comfort her in ways she can't even articulate. But here's the secret most men never learn. It's not just about how you hold her body. It's about how you hold her energy. When she's in your arms, let her feel that you're completely present. Not thinking about your next move. Not planning your exit strategy, not distracted by anything else in the world. For these precious moments, she is your entire universe. Create a shelter with your embrace where time stops, where her worries dissolve, where she can remember what it feels like to be truly held, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. This is how you become unforgettable. Not through force or intensity, but the whispered vulnerability. Through the profound gift of complete presence and protection. The whispered vulnerability. In the cocoon of your embrace, something magical becomes possible. Intimate communication that bypasses all social filters and speaks directly to her soul. This is your moment to whisper something that will echo in her mind long after you've let her go. But not just anything. Not generic compliments or throwaway pleasantries. Something real. Something that reveals a glimpse of your authentic self. Maybe it's, "I've been thinking about this moment all evening." Simple words, but they reveal that she's been occupying your thoughts. That this embrace isn't casual for you either. Or perhaps you smell incredible. Not just a compliment about her perfume, but an acknowledgement of how she affects your senses, how her presence intoxicates you. The key is vulnerability wrapped in confidence. You're revealing something true about your experience of her, but you're doing it without neediness or desperation. Your breath against her ear as you speak will send shivers through her entire body. The intimacy of shared whispers creates a private world that exists only between the two of you. Even in a crowded room, these whispered words make her feel like you're the only two people who exist. But timing is everything. Don't speak immediately. Let the silence of your embrace settle first. Let her relax into your arms. Let her defenses soften and then share your truth. These whispered words become her secret to carry. Days later, when she's alone, she'll remember not just what you said, but how it felt to hear your voice so close, so intimate, so exclusively hers. In that moment, this is how you plant seeds in her consciousness that will bloom into longing. The lingering departure. Departure. The way you end the embrace is just as crucial as how you begin it. This is where most men destroy all the magic they've built. They release too quickly, awkwardly step back, or immediately shift into casual conversation. You're going to do something different. You're going to create a departure that feels like the sweetest torture. Don't release her all at once. Let your arms loosen gradually, reluctantly, as if every part of you resists letting her go. Let there be a moment where you're barely holding her, where she could step away but doesn't, where you're both suspended in that delicious space between holding and letting go. Your hands should be the last to leave her body. As you pull back, let your fingers trail lightly across her back, her arms, creating tiny sparks of sensation that linger on her skin. These phantom touches will replay in her nervous system for hours. Make eye contact as you separate. Don't look away immediately. Don't busily adjust your clothes or check your phone. Hold her gaze and let her see that leaving her arms affects you, too. The perfect lingering departure creates a sense of unfinished business. She should feel like something beautiful was interrupted, like there was more intimacy waiting to be explored if only the moment had lasted longer. This strategic reluctance to let her go plants a powerful suggestion in her subconscious that being close to you feels so good that ending it feels like a loss. The sensory imprint. The sensory imprint. Your goal is to create a multisensory memory that her body will crave to experience again. Every sense should be engaged. Every nerve ending should carry the imprint of your embrace. Touch is obvious, but what about the others? Your cologne, not overpowering, but distinctive enough that when she encounters that scent again, she'll immediately think of you. The texture of your shirt against her cheek, the temperature of your body, the slight roughness of your hands. Sound plays a crucial role, too. The rhythm of your breathing, any soft sounds you make, the whispered words we discussed, even the sound of your heartbeat becomes part of her sensory memory of you. But here's what most men never consider: emotional scent. When you're completely present, completely focused on her, your body releases different pheromones than when you're distracted or performing. She will unconsciously detect this authenticity, and it will become part of what she associates with your embrace. The goal is sensory layering, creating such a rich, complex experience that her body develops a craving for the specific combination of sensations that only you can provide. Weeks later, she might catch a whiff of your cologne on a stranger and feel a jolt of longing. She might hear a similar laugh and remember the rumble of your voice against her ear. Her body will have developed an addiction to the sensory cocktail that is uniquely you. The phantom touch phenomenon. Here's something fascinating about human neurology. Our brains continue to process touch sensations long after the actual contact has ended. The nerve pathways remain activated, creating what scientists call phantom touch, the persistent feeling that you're still being touched even when you're not. You can deliberately create this phenomenon with the way you embrace her. Use varying pressure and texture throughout the hug. Let your hands move slowly across her back, creating different sensations. The gentle sweep of your palms, the slight pressure of your fingertips, the warmth of your full hand resting against her spine. These varied touches create a complex map of sensations that her nervous system will continue to replay hours later. She'll be sitting at work the next day and suddenly feel the ghost of your hands on her back. The key is intentional variation. Don't just hold her. Explore the landscape of appropriate touch within the embrace. Let your hands appreciate the curve of her waist, the delicate architecture of her shoulders, the soft skin at the base of her neck. But always with respect, always with reverence. This isn't about groping or inappropriate touching. It's about mindful, appreciative contact that makes her feel cherished rather than objectified. When you create these varied sensations mindfully, her body develops a cellular memory of your touch that will call to her long after you've gone. The truth about unforgettable embraces isn't complicated. It's about presence, intention, and the courage to be genuinely vulnerable in moments of connection. Every woman has been hugged by dozens of men who were thinking about something else, who treated the embrace like a social obligation, who held her body but never touched her soul. You have the power to be different, to be the man whose embrace becomes her gold standard, the one she measures all others against. The techniques I've shared tonight, the anticipation, the shelter, the whispered vulnerability, the lingering departure, the sensory imprint, the phantom touch. They're not manipulation tactics. They're simply ways of being fully present and intentional with another human being. When you embrace a woman with this level of consciousness and care, you're not just hugging her. You're honoring her. You're creating a moment of connection that reminds her what intimacy can feel like when it's done right. And that, gentlemen, is how you become unforgettable. If this resonated with you, subscribe for more insights into the psychology of attraction and connection. Share your experiences in the comments. I want to hear how these approaches change your Interactions. Remember, the goal isn't to manipulate or control. It's to connect authentically and leave people feeling better for having encountered you. Until next time, embrace with intention.